This was a very interesting afternoon, and I'm very grateful that I could listen to your talk. Finally, I would like to ask you, I would guess that the Obama government has some very special new, maybe even innovative ideas with regard to promotion of research in American universities. Could you maybe outline a little bit on that? What are the ideas, the structures of corresponding programs, and maybe you could give us some figures about them.
I wish I could. I'm not very qualified in the education side, but I will try to give you more generalized, not the specific answers which you're looking for. When you go back to the three pivots, innovation, education, commercialization. In my job, I focus mostly on the commercialization part and its exports, but on the education side, we looked at it, look, the industries of yesterday are not going to be what will drive the economies of tomorrow. If we do that, then how should our education be structured? What should we be doing in terms of education? So several things have happened. We started really in terms of what's the quality of our education, including math and science, where India does very well at the initial stages. So on that basis, it's at K-12 education, which is where we'll focus on. We came up with what we call, it's a program called Race to the Top. So how do you incent teachers to teach better, if you may, and make them responsible for results, not just going to a class and I did my 4 hours, 8 hours, 12 hours. So how would you keep and retain the best and encourage the best to communicate and teach? So that's the first one, because it really starts with the foundation. After the foundation, a vast majority, because some of these things are technical skills. Some of these things are not necessarily what you want, even through an undergraduate school. So enrolling the community colleges to deliver. If we're talking today, we talk water, we talk wind, we talk green, we talk solar. Those type of skills, those type of newer subjects, if you may, we're looking at a different orientation, whether it could be delivered through the community colleges and through undergraduate institutions. And then you have the other component, which is the research component, because if you want to do this in an advanced basis in physics and labs and chemistry labs, where is it going to be? That's going to go into the very traditional research universities. So that's the spectrum where we have within the budget a certain amount deployed towards, or an additional amount deployed towards encouraging innovation and research. Sure, there are already great schools which are doing very similar type of things, and MIT, for example, comes to mind immediately, which we do. In addition to this, research is also spawned outside the university setup, which is, because we talked pharmaceutical, in the National Institutes of Health, which again, when you look back in the context, again, to go back to this gentleman's question here, the National Institute of Health has spawned many more prescription products on the market through its labs doing the basic research, which were then conveyed to a private company, which took it to the next phase. So I think that, again, we're looking at rejigging that system. So innovation calls for a continuous look forward in terms of what needs to be tweaked and changed. And I think we've all realized through the economic turmoil we all shared and went through in every country, that it's not just tweaking which is going to help, because I think we are at an inflection point where things are materially changing. Some are simple, some are huge, because even if you look at India, and we're looking at the lights in this auditorium, you look back and say, gee, we know that more than a third of energy can immediately convey on a profit and a cost neutral basis. All you need to do is put smart meters. So even before you look at what we call sexy innovation projects, you look at basic conservation. And smart meters is something which has been in the United States for quite a while. And it's evolving, it will continue to grow in the United States. But if you look at it, Those are type of things which could also come here. But it comes through, I have connected here to your question of education without giving you the numbers, which I just don't know, to how it connects back into basic innovation and the different manifestations of that to drive commercially basic economics, which is at the heart of all conversations for every country, because that's what the 2-year back wake-up call in our economies collectively pushed us into. So thank you very much. I have stayed 10 minutes over time.